You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button.
Back from Radio Row, Day 1 SEC Football Media Days. Tigers taking their turn. Senior quarterback Jayden Daniels good enough to spend a couple of minutes here. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing really well. You've probably gotten this one a lot today, but when you came out of high school and went to Arizona State, if I told you 5 years in college, what would you have said?
I don't know. If you told me 5 years in college, I don't know if I would have believed it. Obviously, I wouldn't. It probably would have been 4 because of COVID.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, I wanted to graduate in 3 years, which I did. And then whatever happened from there, you know, if I would have went to the NFL, if not. But if you told me I was going to be playing to my senior year, you know, it could have been a high chance. It could have been a 50-50 chance I believed you or not.
Yeah. Well, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You made the decision to come back. How close were you to leaving?
I was very close to leave. I mean, I'm gonna be transparent about it. I was very close to leave. Had some talks with my family, with myself, of how do I want my life to play out, and ultimately came back, talked to Coach Kelly. I want to put myself in a better situation for my future, and he knew that I could have developed another year. And, you know, we had a strategic plan of how I'm going to develop and how I'm going to take my game to the next level. So when it comes that time, I'm more mentally prepared physically, and I'm more prepared overall.
What was that plan? Brian Kelly and you sit down. What went into that?
How are we going to help myself
take
my game to the next level, mentally, physically, leadership, you know, adding weight, or, you know, as far as training, what we're going to do within the offense, what guys are we getting, how do we want our scheme to be ran. So it was a conversation that we had. He's very transparent about everything, and obviously he's been nothing but, it has nothing but the truth to it the whole time is work. So, you know, he has his trust in me, I have my trust in him, and, you know, hopefully we're waiting a great season for each other.
Man, I want to talk about this season in a second. I want to go back to when you got here last year. Obviously, you transferred from Arizona State. First of all, there's always this debate, like the humidity against like the dry heat of the desert. How do they compare or contrast?
Both hot. They both are very hot. You know, Arizona gets up to triple digits, 110, 120 one time. So it's very hot. Louisiana is very hot too, even though it's not triple digits, but the humidity plays a bigger factor.
What would you rather play in?
The dry heat, because I could breathe better.
Okay.
The humidity, you know, you walk outside, you can't breathe, and if it storms, it's gonna be 20 times hotter. It's gonna be worse. So I'd rather play in the dry heat. But they're both very hot.
Yeah. You're conditioning for it right now.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Jayden Daniels is our guest here on Radio Road, SEC Football Media Day. So you make this transition to LSU from a California kid, went to Arizona, now you're in Louisiana. Was there a point last year where you started to – because, I mean, forget, like, you were still in a competition in the fall camp. Was there a point in the season where you felt like, I'm comfortable, this is my team, I got this?
Going into the Florida game, after the Tennessee game, kind of got more comfortable within the offense of just going out there and just playing football, giving my guys a chance to go out there and make plays. Even though we lost that game, I still took a lot out of it, how we performed on the offensive side of the ball. And then after that, going to the Florida game was kind of where I took control of demand of this is my offense, this is my team, and, you know, this is how we're going to operate from here on out.
How's the offseason gone?
It's been great. It's been phenomenal. Coming back now, you know you're the guy. You know what the coaches are expecting from you as a leader, as a quarterback. They put a lot on you, a lot on my plate as far as leading guys, leading the team, getting guys to do what they need to do, getting guys on time, if that's the case, and getting after guys if they're not meeting the standard that we set. So it's been phenomenal so far, being able to go out there and just build with the guys on and off the field. You know, workouts, you know, player ran practices, things like that, team runs. You know, we're just getting closer and closer every day.
one of the things that, I know was a big thing a year ago was, and through the first 8 games, you had 6 different line combinations. It's hard for any offense, right? For early part of the season, the best play seemed like, here comes the blitz, Jayden run. The first play of the season was the 25-yard scramble against Florida State. But it was clear things started to steady.
Yeah.
How much different is your approach offensively this year, knowing you got 6 of your top 7 linemen back, you got a couple of studs coming in as well, you got at least 6 running backs now. Like, you don't have to be everything. Like, does your approach change this year knowing that?
It kind of does, just knowing to get out the mentality, I got to make a play. Now it's more so make the play when the play comes to you. When I have to settle the pocket, maybe I do have to run going in instead of trying to make the play. Let the other guys make the play. Obviously, the offensive line coming back. Everybody has experience on the offensive line with each other, which is another big thing. Nobody knew that they're coming in really trying to figure out how the other 4 guys, 5 guys operate with each other. I know how those guys are going to operate. I know how tight they are as a unit. And to really go out there with the running back room, I know how talented those guys are within the scheme. How Coach Denver, Coach Kelly, and them are going to scheme to get those guys great runs. How they know the continuity with the offensive line. And for me, it's really just giving those special talented receivers on the outside chances to go make big plays, which I know they're capable of doing.
Who are we not talking about in that receiver room that we should be?
A lot. I mean,
everybody knows the league. Everybody knows
league.
Brian Thomas. Like,
Yeah.
who are we not talking about that we should be?
I mean, one I feel is gonna make a lot of headlines. Kyron Lacey this year, he took a jump mentally going on from last year to now. Physically, he's more opposing. He's a big cat running across the middle, so he has a big catch radius. And for me, I'll say probably Aaron Anderson, Chris Hilton, 2 speedsters that could go get the ball deep. They could beat man-on-man coverage, blow by guys and make explosive plays. So I'm very excited to see what these guys do.
Before you go, did you come back to win a national championship?
I did. I came back to win the national championship. I mean, that's the standard that I set, the standard that we set as a team because we know what we're capable of doing. We want to compete. Obviously, we want to win. But we keep winning games. We'll probably be in that conversation to compete for a national championship. Hopefully, we'll win one.
Have a great year. Stay healthy, man. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.